Thanks for joining us on another edition of Stop the Accident, the platform where together we tried to find solutions to prevent a lot of needless accidents in our country. I am Kunle Aboroshade. We've got a great show for you this afternoon, and together we will be looking at the issue of mental health for our drivers, okay? Because when you entrust somebody to drive you from point A to B, how are we sure that that person you have entrusted your life to is in his right senses and can get that important job done? Taking you from A to B may not be as simple as it sounds. We look at the mental health of those responsible for doing that very, very important job. And Ehi Iden is already in our studio, occupational health hazard experts, and we will break it down together and see how we can improve our drivers and what they do. We'll be right back.
Now you have a voice. Now you have the platform. Now let it be our collective responsibility to stop the accidents. Stop the Accidents beams its searchlight every week on the issue of safety and how to prevent accidents at the workplace, in our homes, on our roads, and on construction and building sites, and other accident-prone settings. Join Timiduro Dola and Kunya Borishade as they investigate and talk to experts to bring you safety scoops every week. Stop the Accidents on NTA.
If you're just joining us just in time, as we together look at safety tips, all of the things that we can share together to prevent that needless accident. And we thank all of you that responded so massively to our outing last week. And some of you have called to want to be part of this show because you are so concerned as we are here too about stopping all of these needless accidents. To those who have responded to, we told you how you can be part of this very, very important platform. And if you're just watching us for the first time and you want to be part of it, you want to join us together with us in preventing accidents and limiting numbers of accidents and deaths, then you can send us email info@stoptheaccident.tv, info@stoptheaccident.tv. All right, we told you that our agenda today is to look at the mental health of our drivers. Very, very key, very, very important. And when you put your children in that car in the morning and you tell the driver to take them to school, should you be concerned about that short journey? Okay, what is the mental health of that driver that you have entrusted your children to take them to their school in the morning? Our occupational hazard experts is already here. Ehi Iden will break it down for us and share with you what we should do, how to tackle this problem. He is already in our studio and will join us a little bit later. Don't go anywhere. It's Stop the Accidents.
The road signs means a solid red and then black cars which are allowed to cross that side.
Water.
Hello?
What does this road sign mean?
I mean, the road sign name Smith be the roadside.
What does this road sign mean?
This road sign meaning police know the area, so everybody go fit do whatever he like.
Now you have a voice. Now you have the platform. Now let it be our collective responsibility to stop the accidents. Stop the Accidents beams its searchlight every week on the issue of safety and how to prevent accidents at the workplace, in our homes, on our roads, and on construction and building sites, and other accident-prone settings. Join Timiduro Dola and Kuna Bodishade as they investigate and talk to experts to bring you safety scoops every week. Stop the Accidents on NTA.
Let's meet you again. What's your name?
My name is Agawo Akim.
Okay, you had a very impressive story of how you almost fell a victim of a bike man that had a seizure.
Yeah, that's correct.
Can you tell us more about that story?
Yeah, it was an interesting story, but I don't think it should happen again to anyone because I took a bike from a community called Igondo, heading towards a community called Egon, in the suburb around Igondo, and not knowing that the guy that is the rider is having a seizure disorder. And when he took me from that place, as we were going off the third road, we entered a rough road. As he was going, he was accelerating, and at some point, the acceleration reduced, and at some point I expected him to curve with the road. There was a bend, and I expected him to bend with the road, but I saw him going straight, and in front of us was a big gutter drainage uncovered, and he was heading towards that side. I started suspecting something is happening. I called him, he didn't answer me. At some point, as we were about falling into the gutter, I just jumped off the bike, and all I saw was the guy under the bike inside the gutter, rolling on the floor and jerking under the bike. So later people now came around, they said, this guy is known, he's having seizure disorder, and they've told him not to ride bike again, to go and look for something else to do. So I know that he knew he has this kind of a thing, and the family knew. They couldn't even caution him, and not allow him to do such a business. What if this guy has been a driver driving a commercial bus on the road with full load? What would have happened on an express? That is it's going to be a disaster. So I will suggest to our road safety officer and government, the official in charge of traffic, to include a kind of medical checks on the not only the drivers but also the riders, Okada, tricycle, and the rest, to do a kind of medical test that will reveal if someone is having this kind of routine or other things that will not make them to do this kind of job in order not to endanger the lives of public and other commuters.
Okay.
All right, if you're just joining us, you are just in time as we continue to find ways to stop those accidents. Those needless accidents must be stopped, and we said that together with you at home and with us here, we put heads together and find solutions and share tips, that will help to prevent so many accidents and so many deaths. Like I said, a lot of you are interested in this, and with the massive feedback we got from our outing last week, with so many people trying to be part of this platform to stop these accidents, we said, you can keep reaching us. Info, that's our email address, info@stoptheaccidents.tv. info@stoptheaccident.tv. By next week, we'll be able to give you our Facebook address, so that we want you to send us clips. We want you to share with us what you are witnessing in your neighborhood, in your area, wherever you are living. And if you send those clips to us here, we will be able to share together, analyze the clips together, and see what could have been done to have prevented that particular occurrence in your neighborhood. All right, Ehi Iden is joining me here. We introduced him to you last week. He's a safety expert and one of our core analysts on this platform. And like I said, we are so grateful to have him here. He's sought out a speaker all over the world, and he is committed to doing this, and he's here with us. Ehi, welcome to Stop the Accident. Fantastic. Good to see you. Good to have you. We thank you for continuing to find time to share from your depth of experience. And today we are looking at drivers' health fitness and impact on public safety. Okay, why is that? Give us an overview of why this is so key, so important.
Good afternoon, viewers. It has become so important that we look at this very critical issue at this point in time, because many lives have been lost, not just because of bad roads, but because of the health fitness of the drivers who power the vehicle. I'll give you an example. A driver who is hypertensive, a driver who has poor visual condition, a driver who has an audiometry impairment, when he's using his vehicle to cross where there's a rail line, no matter how loud the train blares his horn, if the driver is impaired by hearing, he can never hear the horn. We've had so many of such accidents across our country. The last one was in Kaduna, Kano, where a vehicle collided with a train. That should have happened. They grab these things on ground. We have had drivers who are driving, and their blood pressure is actually on the increase, and they have road crash. I mean, when I used to live in Port Harcourt, there's a particular case I'm yet to actually get to about a man who was driving, and he had stroke while he was driving, and his vehicle ran into a stationary sand. That was the saving grace. And we have many of such issues that happen by the day. We have to start looking at what do we need, how do we get fit before we enter the road. Looking at even drivers who have high sugar level. Drivers who have neurological impairment, like what?
Seizures.
Like
the clip he showed. The guy was at the back of the Okada driver, and he's noticing that there is no coordination here. Sure. The guy is already in a state that he could not even control where they are going.
That's a very critical case. And we realize we do most of those things, but we realize in our assessment for drivers, there was never a neurological assessment. But we found out that it became a key issue. But what we found out that in recent times, when we added neurological assessment to our driver's fitness test, I found out that there are early indicators, there were spikes. And these drivers don't even know. So we are supposed to make it a national guidelines where we actually spell out through the regulatory body or road safety or the government agency for you to actually renew your license. These are the medicals you must go through.
That you need to go
through. You must go through them because I'm sure you haven't found out that along the line, see some cases where you're driving, you see when a driver just stops and traffic moves, it's not moving.
It's not moving.
And you find out that that's a guy who's sorry from high level of sleep deprivation. We saw some that we have to go and knock on their windows.
I said, please, can you move?
Before they move. So these are key issues that we must look at in our society and how we can actually abate them.
And all of this it translates to needless deaths, isn't it?
Sure.
Every year, and things that could be easily avoided.
Sure.
And all that. Okay, quickly. Now, what should the authorities do to make sure, at least from their own end, to make sure that we can curb some of these problems quickly?
The last week we said the nobody exists in isolation. We exist between the ambit of the government, and government actually is the regulatory body that we have here. They control what happens. It's important that we review our models we're already using in issuing those road fitness certification. I'm not saying there are no models, there are models, but over time, when you have new cases that keep coming up, it's called new emerging issues. Then you now see how you can remove what is already existing and review it so that we can capture the things that are now coming up. I don't know what the system currently is, but I believe before you certify somebody to actually drive a vehicle, whether you are a commercial driver, you are a private driver, or you even operate forklifts and all those high motorized equipment, there should be basic medical fitness you must go through.
Yeah.
If you do not meet those specifications, the agency should not certify you. These are the standards, and we must see how I can actually review these things to ensure that it meets the emerging risk conditions.
And this should come regularly, maybe within a period of a year or two. What would be your recommendation?
Well, if you're doing a driver's fitness test, you can actually look at within 6 months and 1 year.
And 1 year.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's very important.
It's very
any
important.
driver that was fit last year, you don't know what must have happened. So you got to look at how you can actually do that again.
Okay. All right. Well, if you are just joining us, this is Stop the Accidents. We are here on this platform, to come together and break it down for you and give you tips, that will stop the loss of those lives. Every Nigerian life is very, very important, and they should not be lost because of needless and careless situations, as Ehi has been breaking it down for us. We take one last break, and then we come back to run it up. It Stop the Accidents.
Responsibility to stop the accidents. Stop the Accidents beams its searchlight every week on the issue of safety and how to prevent accidents at the workplace, in our homes, on our roads, and on construction and building sites, and other accident-prone settings. Join Timiduro Dola and Kunya Bodishade as they investigate and talk to experts to bring you safety scoops every week. Stop the Accidents on NTA.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us, we have been talking about ways to stop those needless accidents. We will be talking about this every Sunday from 1:30 to 2 p.m. right here from NTA Lagos. Our aim and objective is to make sure that those accidents do not occur, that those lives are safe, and that Nigerians do not have to go through this trauma all of the time. And well, like I said, we have lined up for you here a first 11 of the finest safety experts in Nigeria, and every week they will be coming here to break it down for us. Well, I think next week we're having
Monica Wilson.
Monica Wilson will be here next week, and well, we don't know the subject matter she's going to be talking about. But Ehi Iden is here, and Ehi, very much sought after safety experts all over the world, is talking today about drivers' health, fitness, and impact on public safety. Quickly, because we are running out of time, logistic transport companies, they use those drivers and use them, and well, somebody driving from Lagos to Kano and is not taking any rest, is going to go back again to Port Harcourt and all of that. What is the role of these companies?
By journey management standard, drivers ought to have a certain hours they drive and allotted a certain hour to actually rest. We're not having that happen in most transport companies in Nigeria. Drivers are overflowed, and most times they work day and night, so they are exhausted, they have exhaustion, and they are sleep deprived, suffering sleep deprivation. You will the recent one where a bus ran into the river. I mean, that's so recent now.
Yeah.
So we can actually manage this issue by actually allocating to the driver. These are the times you must drive. After X and X hours, you must observe rest. When that happens, we are not saying actually eliminate the accident from happening, to reduce severity and frequency
significantly. So transport and logistic companies, you are listening to us, and well, over the course of our presentation on this program, we will go out there, we will bring you reports of our investigations as we look at companies that are doing what they are not supposed to do, because there should actually be regulation on this, and they should also be responsible for medical assessment of their drivers from time to time.
Sure, any company that employs drivers, it's your responsibility to actually do a routine health assessment for these drivers, even before at the point of employment, and even while the drivers are within your employment. You look at it from this dimension. When you have a fatality, when you have an accident, there's a huge loss of assets. Your vehicles get damaged. You never can tell if the driver who was not medically assessed that has health issue might be carrying the MD. I'd be surprised that just what you ignore will cause the company so much that it becomes irreparable. You have nothing to lose, or you have a lot to gain.
You just said it. That driver that you have overworked, that driver that you have not assessed, may just be carrying you, the owner of that company, one day, and this could happen to you. Okay? So when you are doing this, you are saving lives, you are helping everybody to do it right, and well, like Ehi has said, this is so important. Okay, all right. Drivers' health, fitness, and impact on the public safety. We can't do enough justice to it. So still so much. We'll take this as our first part, and maybe in another 2 weeks, we don't know when you will be back here. We will look further into this and dig deeper, and hopefully by then we'll be able to have a lot of reports from the field. Okay, Ehi Iden, many thanks for coming on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, and we continue to contribute and make sure that we save those lives out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, frantically, my director is saying that we have to round it up. Like we said, info at stoptheaccident.tv. Send us email info@stoptheaccidents.tv, and from next week we'll give you our social media plugin, so that together you can send us clips, together you can send us incidents and all of the things that are happening in your neighborhoods, and we can assess and look at all of this together with our experts. I'm Kule Aborishade. Have a fantastic Sunday. We'll see you next week by the grace of God. Bye-bye.